This Teddygaming, welcome back to another review on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Tales of Timothy, Volume 2, Issue number 25, the Kung Fu Theatre. Now, this one I was a little bit confused at because when I was getting the comic, I flipped through some pages and saw quite a lot of images from a lot of artists. Turns out that this issue is a unique one because we had the main story, which was not that good, but then we have a little pin-up pages from a ton of different artists which I was not expecting, and they all look really great and amazing. Yeah, I don't know what to really say about that, it's just great. And then to have a little backup story where we do get to see the Turtles in Japanese. That story, there isn't really too much to really talk about or really show there. It's just Master teaching Japanese and Mikey's drawing a comic, and yeah, there's nothing really to it. So yeah. Okay, so with the actual story itself with the Kung Fu Theatre, it's one which I don't know how much about to talk about just because there's not much that really happens in this issue other than like a few things, and I feel like this review is going to go by really quickly. So in this issue we do get to see these two schools that come together to go watch a movie. But meanwhile we do have the Turtles down on the rooftop. It's a Fast and the Foot clan, and yeah, there's not too much to it. We do get to see that this like version of the Foot, I think, or these like Pacific Foot soldiers in particular, they are very strong, and for some reason they're giving the Turtles a bit more of a challenge than they normally do, which I'm not too sure why. But then we do get to see Raphael. He separates from the gang, and that's when he accidentally jumps through the the rooftop of the cinema that's showing the movie which these schools are going to. And I must admit here was a little bit weird just because the Turtles aren't really act surprised that like basically they're being spotted by the people or anything like that. They just keep going on about it as if like nothing's really happened. And with some of the falls which like some of the ninjas take, it's, I have to say, very deadly, I want to say, just because some of them should have died. I mean, we do get to see one with Raphael, and he goes like straight splat bang onto a chair, and he doesn't move. And then later, when the Turtles do come in, like basically the whole like roof falls onto the foot soldiers, and they don't get up whatsoever. So they pretty much died in front of a bunch of kids, which yeah, that's pretty traumatic, so I don't know what to really say about that. But we do get to see the Turtles and the Foot Soldiers to find in the theatre, and again, there's not too much to it. But then we do get to see the kids, they start to really like take sides with what's going on, with like basically who's right and who's wrong with the ninjas, because some of them think that ninjas are better just because they're winning, and also they follow more of the traditional ninja stuff. Meanwhile the Turtles, because, well, they are fighting the style of a turtle, I don't understand how, but yeah. So that's when we do get to see the kids, they start to fight each other because they want to like see who like basically who's actually the winner and stuff like that. But then after that we do get to see the police, they show up and then basically send everyone on their ways, and that's pretty much it with that little story there. And yeah, so I do feel like overall that this story was very short and not too much with it. I mean, it's an okay story. I just feel like there's a lot that like could have been done with a story like this, but I feel like with a Tales of Timothy, it does work for like a one-off type story, which I can't complain all too much. But at the same time, it just feels like very short and very simple, to the point where it just feels like a backup story in a way that could have been like, I want to say like done within like 5 pages, not 20 pages, but yet somehow they managed to drag it out across 20 pages, which is somewhat incredible that they've been able to do that. But yeah, and then for the artwork, it's all disappointing because Jim Lawson, I think, yeah, his artwork can vary depending on the panel, and with how he drew the last issue, which he was drawing, I did like his art style quite a bit more, just because he was going a bit more out of his element and actually drawing the Turtles in a different way, and not doing his traditional block shaped heads and all that. But in this issue we've gone straight back to that, and it's not bad, it's just I mean, the last issue was pretty better for his artwork, but this one was just not really there, so yeah. And then at the end of this issue we do get to see a lot of pin-ups. We've got one done by Stan Sakai, we do get to see the Turtles with Sugi Jimbo, which I was really not expecting that, just because, well, it's Sui Jimbo, you normally get like a big issue or something like that, and I was not expecting just a like 1-page pin-up thing just for him, which was pretty cool, I can't deny that. We've got a few done by Deru Bazura, Eric Bolt, which looks really cool and really stylized. I really enjoy how like Splinter looks more like a crow in a way. That looks pretty cool. And then we've got one done by Michael Dooney, which looks pretty cool. Where we do get to see my Splinter floating. And yeah, I must admit, like, this is actually really cool. I would definitely like to see this whole thing comes back and do a lot more of these pin-up type things, because these are so cool and amazing to see these like different pin-ups. We'd definitely like to see this come back into future issues of Tales of TMNT, or even in just like a future issue of Ninja Turtles in overall, because I feel like this is quite fun just seeing like artists come on, just do their own thing, just 1 page, and it's pretty cool, I can't deny that. And yeah. And then for the final bit, we do get to see a story about Master Splinter teaching Mattel's Japanese, which, like I said before at the beginning of this video, there's not really too much to it, just because we do get to see Master Splinter. He's teaching them how to, I believe it's draw the symbols for Japanese writing, which is pretty cool. And we do get to see Leonardo, he's done it perfectly. Donatello, he's trying to do it like very perfect, with all the lines being perfect and all that. Raphael messes up because, well, he's angry. And then Mikey doesn't actually draw the letters, he just draws comics. But then later that night, Master Splinter finds a box of Mikey's comics, and he sees basically that Mikey just wants to be like accepted into the world and just blend in with him being human, stuff like that, which was cool, I want to say. And then after that, we do get to see the next morning Mikey wakes up and sees a box of like art stuff, so Mikey can draw some more. And yeah, that's all it is for that issue or story bit there. I don't know who the artist is, but I'm not a real big fan of this one. Just something about it just seems a bit off. I feel like it's just a bit more the manga type like drawing in a way. And I do feel, I mean I won't lie, I do like how Master Splinter is drawn here, because it does look like 2003 Master Splinter, about the same time, sort of not, which might be a bit more biased for me liking this story. But either way, I feel like the artwork was definitely needs improving, because I feel like it does lean into more the manga type thing, which, yeah, it can work, but sometimes it doesn't. So yeah, overall, I feel like this issue was a letdown, and the 2 stories which were having them was not good whatsoever. I feel like the Kung Fu Theatre one definitely could have been cut down to like 5 pages, and the one where Turtles were learning Japanese was not really worth it. But I do enjoy the all the little pin-up things which I did put in there, and I would definitely like to see a lot more of them, but I'm not too sure if we will get them, but I am really hoping that we do. So yeah, that's game for today, guys. If there's some, please share, let's subscribe and all stuff. Goodbye, yo, bye.